What's up guys, Rampage here again, bringing you today's question of the day. So for today's question, I'm going to be asking you guys, what is your favorite Uber Pokemon? Now for me, I really want to say Mewtwo, but I'm not going to choose Mewtwo just because I feel as though I've said Mewtwo for a lot of other questions. So I'm going to have to say that my favorite Uber Pokemon is probably going to be Blaziken. I think I like that as well. Yeah, I'm going to say Blaziken. That is my favorite Uber, well besides Mewtwo and all. So yeah, leave your answers in the comments below and let's get started with the battle. What's up guys, Rampage here again, bringing you another Pokemon Wi-Fi battle. Here we have a UU battle against someone who goes by the name of Panisama that I found off of the Smogon Wi-Fi Battle Finder. I'm using that same UU team that I used in my last battle, and my opponent, when I look at his team, I see that the Gligar is going to be real annoying. I really want to get my Stealth Rocks up because he has two guys weak to Stealth Rocks and no Spinner. And Toxic Spikes can also be very useful, so that's what I'm saying to do quickly to pretty much cripple my opponent's team. So without further ado, let's get started with this battle. I'm going to lead off with my Nidoqueen, and my opponent's going to lead off with his Gligar. And luckily for me, he's going to switch out Fear in the Ice Beam, meaning that I can set up my Stealth Rocks for free, meaning that he can't set his up right now, or he won't hit me with an Earthquake right now. He's going to go on the Dusclops. Now I'm going to just go for the Toxic Spikes. He's going to go for the Nightshade, and I'm like, okay, I can take that pretty easily. So now I have up one layer of Toxic Spikes, so I'm just going to go for another now. And that will really cripple Pokemon such as Dusclops whenever it wants to come back in again, and his Machamp. Those were the main two. He's going to go for the Mean Look, oddly enough. Don't really see that on Dusclops or on Wi-Fi really too much. And it could work, but it's not really going to work just because the way he plays his Dusclops, as you'll see. I'm just going to go for Earth Power. Fortunately for me, I do get a crit, and he's just going to go for another Nightshade, and I'm going to go for Earth Power again. Doesn't do as much because I didn't get a crit again, and he's just going to hit me with another Nightshade. So that's that, and I'm just going to go for Earth Power again, and I'm hoping that this thing has Pain Split over Rest, because if it has Rest, then I'm not going to be able to take this thing out at all. But if it has Pain Split, then I might be able to do something to it. But turns out he has Rest, meaning that this Dusclops is going to be very annoying. He could just stall out my Nidoqueen if he really wanted to. But he's going to switch out into his Zapdos right here. I guess maybe he doesn't have Sleep Talk, so he didn't want his sleeping Pokemon in to take damage and really couldn't do anything to Nidoqueen. That's what I'm guessing. And he could also, dodge the Earth Power. So now he's going to go for that extra Sentry on his Zapdos. Really don't see that. Yeah, I really don't see that at all. It doesn't take me out, luckily for me, and I'm just going to go for the Flamethrower just to get damage. And yeah, that's all that happens on that turn. Now he's just going to go for extra Sentry again. I just decided to leave my Nidoqueen and his Death Father so I can get a safe switch out into my Heracross. And the reason I'm going to go out into my Heracross is because I want to bait him into going out into his Gligar. So I'm going to switch out into my Mew. But my opponent's not going to take the bait. He's just going to go for the Heat Wave. And as soon as I click Mew, I was thinking this guy is most likely just going to stay in. So I kind of facepalmed, but it's whatever. I can just go into Umbreon and Wish Pass to my Mew later to get it back up to full. So I'm going to go into my Umbreon, take the Heat Wave pretty easily because I am max special defense. And now he's just going to switch. He's going to go out into his Empoleon. And I'm just going to go for the Wish, and I really didn't see why he went out into this. Maybe this is his Stealth Rocker and he wants to set up Stealth Rocks. I'm not sure. But now I'm going to switch out into my Mew just so I can get back up to full. I was hoping he wouldn't go for attack, and it turns out he doesn't. He's just going to go for the Swords Dance. So this actually turns out to be a Swords Dancing Empoleon. So when I saw the Swords Dance, I'm trying to deduce its set in my mind. I'm thinking that, okay, it has Swords Dance. It's most likely going to have the stab move, probably being Aqua Jet. And I've just got to figure out what the other two moves are. I'm going to go on the Blastoise, knowing that Blastoise should be able to take a hit from this thing well enough. And he's going to go for the Earthquake. I am able to take that pretty nicely, considering he's at +4. And I'm just going to roar him out because I don't want to deal with a +4 Empoleon. I roar him out into his Gligar, luckily for me. And I figured he'd probably stay in, which is, pretty good for me because I'm just going to go for the Ice Beam. And he actually has Swords Dance on his Gligar as well. You really don't see that at all. I don't know why you do have Swords Dance on Gligar. Gligar doesn't have good attack. But he's going to go for Swords Dance and then an Earthquake. And I knew he couldn't switch out because of Stealth Rocks. So I figured he'd probably roost, but it actually turns out he's just going to go for Earthquake, and that's not going to take me out, and I'm just going to be able to take him out with a Scald. Now he's going to bring out Zapdos. I'm just going to leave my Blastoise in the spotter. It's had a really low amount of HP. Like, I could have saved it for Death Fodder later, but I just figured to fodder it out now, and I can get a safe switch out into my Mew. So I'm out with Mew. I'm just going to go for Nasty Plot because I'm pretty sure Psychic won't be able to take this Zapdos out unboosted, and with a Nasty Plot I can pretty much take out Dusclops if that wants to come in as well with a Shadow Ball. So I'm just going to go for Psychic, and that is going to be able to take out the Zapdos, which is good for me. And now he's going to go out into his Victini, and Victinis are most likely, or mostly nowadays, Scarfed. So I'm just going to switch out into my Umbreon as Death Fodder pretty much because I don't want to fodder out anything else. Heracross is my Scarf Pokemon, Revenge Killer, so I always want to have that. Mew can definitely help with the Machamp, and Honchkrow can help with the Machamp as well, so Umbreon seemed like the Pokemon to Death Fodder out. And he is unfortunately going to get a crit on that V-Create. If it was Bandit, it didn't matter, I believe, but if it's Scarfed, I think I had a chance to live it. Doesn't really matter, because I'm just going to go into Honchkrow, go for the Sucker Punch, hoping that he'll just stay in and attack, but of course he won't. Obvious play is obvious, so he's going to go out into his Empoleon, and I was like, okay, that's fine by me, because I could just superpower this thing. It's going to take it out, which is nice. I was figuring he wasn't defensive since I saw the Swords Dance earlier, and since he wasn't defensive, I knew a superpower should be able to take it out, which it is. And I'm also going to get my Moxie Boost, which kind of negates the attack drop from superpower. Now he's going to go out into Victini. He saw that I had Sucker Punch earlier, so I don't really know why he went out into this, but I'm just going to go for the Sucker Punch, take out the Victini. Now I'm at +1 due to Moxie, so that's pretty cool. And he's going to go out into his Machamp now. I know that these things can carry Bullet Punch. I'm just hoping that it doesn't. Turns out he doesn't have Bullet Punch, which is nice for me, and he's not a weird Scarf Machamp either. So my Honchkrow is able to outspeed and take him out with the Brave Bird, and all he has left is a sleeping Dusclops. And I do have my Honchkrow and my Mew, so I'm not really worried about this Dusclops whatsoever. He's going to bring it out. I'm going to go for Brave Bird. I'm at +2 due to the Moxie, and I'm going to be able to OHKO the Dusclops from where it's at. So yeah, Honchkrow is a huge threat. I love it. And yeah, that's going to be the game. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, please push that like button. Also leave a comment. I do enjoy reading your comments. Hope you all have a safe Halloween tonight if you're going trick-or-treating or whatever you do on Halloween. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the near future. Hope you all have a wonderful day. Rampage here. Thanks for watching. Peace out.